Love this weather. That's why we're all here. On behalf of you know everyone here, I would like to thank everybody just to come to celebrate Oregon's 150th anniversary. This is a great day that the city of Molalla comes together, and we always do. Valentine's Day, but more appropriate. Our hearts are out, we might say. We have some people. I'd like to introduce our city council members. Besides myself as the mayor, we have Glenn Borth, we have Mary Jo Mackey, we have Jim Needham, Dana Jacober, and who am I missing? I know Tom is out of town right now. Later on, Vic Gilliam, our state representative, he's working this morning and will try to come up and plant his tree. And each of you are planning for a reason, maybe just for your own, whatever you have decided. And I'm here with, as a mayor, my wife, Sue. I might introduce my wife, Sue. She kind of the quiet one in the background. I have 3 of my grandchildren here. We're planting a tree in their name also, so they'll be able to come back. And so each of us has a personal reason. Vera Erickson, journalist for the Pioneer, is here to plant a tree for her husband Charles, and he taught her the love of the outdoors, so she's going to be here. The namesake of the park, Ivor Davies, Sue Dickey Davies, is here to plant a tree in the name of her husband. And I can't say enough of what Ivor Davies has done for us, and able to put together some of our other parks and projects in Molalla. So together this morning we're planting 150 Willamette ponderosa pines to commemorate the 150th anniversary of the state of Oregon. And this is going to be in the shape of a horseshoe out here for years to come. The trees we plant today are once plentiful throughout the Willamette Valley. We're growing a grassroots campaign to restore the majestic Willamette pines to their native habitat. I'm delighted that Molalla is at the forefront of this. Pleased to announce that Molalla has been honored by the Oregon Department of Forestry as a participant in the Great Oregon Tree Plant, which is taking place between now and Arbor Day in communities around Oregon. And for us to plant 150 trees, I think we got a head start on everybody. In Ivor Davies Park, the trees we plant today will grow strong and tall in this protected grove. You may have noticed the grove is in the shape of a giant horseshoe, which is part of our buckaroo idea, because of that heritage we have with the buckaroo over the years. Many volunteers today: Buckaroo Association, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Molalla Future Farmers of America, Molalla River Watch. Many of those people there with what you've done. Karen Grace from Upward Trails Guide Services driving the golf carts. Bob McNitt, Executive Director of the Willamette Valley Ponderosa Pine Conservation Association, and Jim Gilbert. Jim, huge part of this area with his nursery and variety. He's president of the Molalla CPO. He's going to give us some little advice here on what to do, and I'm going to listen carefully in just a moment. We have a great city crew. Sadie Kramer, our acting recorder. Bummer today. She's flying home from a week in Hawaii, so she couldn't be here. We feel sorry for her, don't we? Yeah. Malcolm. Where's Malcolm? Malcolm Bowie and his crew. A lot of his crew back here. They're used to having shovels, and so anybody that has a little problem, just you look for one of those fine gentlemen back there, and I know that, Jeff. We have some young boys up here from the high school that have volunteered to come in. So we got a lot of people. If you don't feel the urge to put that shovel in the ground yourself, we have some people that are here to help you. So I appreciate everybody that's come together on this. And continuing, it says all of us who plant trees today will receive a certificate. Some of you have gotten them. If you want to wait and get them so they don't get wet. The location of each tree and its donor will be recorded on a map so you can return to this grove from time to time in the years to come and locate our trees and see how tall they are getting. Hopefully in years to come, your great-grandchildren, great-great-great-grandchildren will be able to come back and find that tree. My grandchildren, you know, getting their tree planted. So I hope that you know, this will be an area to come for years past my time and your time, that they'll come back to see this giant horseshoe of trees here. The Willamette Valley Ponderosa Pine. And we're going to get started. Some of you already have, which is a great idea. There's flags. Everybody understands that with a number on it. You've gotten a number from John Atkins, our city manager. Sadie put him to extra work today. Did she plan that for you, John? That you could do all that?
She said I had to get something around
that's
here.
Why. Okay, and I'm gonna let Jim maybe talk a little bit about the planting part, to remind us what the best way is.
Sure. Well, happy birthday, everybody. I hate to admit this, but I'm actually old enough to remember the 100th anniversary of Oregon. And my grandmother sent me a letter with a first day of issue stamp in 1959. I still have that. I'm very proud of it. This Willamette Valley pine is a very special plant, as our mayor said, and it's one that I'm really happy to be part of helping to replant into our valley. These plants are fairly root bound because they're a pretty big plant for a small pot. So what's important to do with digging a hole, of course, it's about twice the size of the pot, so the diameter should be about twice as much. And then because it's got so many roots on it, take your shovel or your hand, especially your hand, and sort of break up the root system. Just sort of push on it and start to loosen it up some. You'll see eventually you'll be able to extract some roots from that. And what you want is to get some of these roots to go out from the plant, so that they don't just keep circling around. If you plant this plant just like it was in the pot, it's going to have a tough time because those roots are going to continue to go around like this, and it needs to escape from that particular pattern that it's got going. So I brought pruners, and I'm certainly happy to go around and as you plant them to, you know, help you prune them back, because when you pull them apart, they're going to be pretty long. You want to get, if you're really into it, dig a hole as long as that root can go out there. But you may not want to stay here that long to do that. But basically, that's the clue, is to break it up, and then when you plant it so that the top of the soil that it was in the pot is at the same level as the soil here. And given the weather we're having right now, this is perfect weather for plants. It may not be for us, but the plants will like it. I also, just because I love talking about horticulture, I want to. You know, there are shovels and spades, and I just brought a spade because, as you'll notice, the difference between a spade and what we have here mostly are shovels. Shovels are great for moving dirt. When you want to dig a hole, this is something for your future. Look for something that's got a straight blade to the handle, because that's a lot easier to dig a hole with than a shovel that you have to bend over like this to do. So anyway, I'll do my best to help, you know, if you have, when you're planting, to prune roots and give you any more advice you need. But I think let's go plant some trees.
Yes, go plant, grab your shovel, and thank you, Jim. And stay and visit with everybody also. It's a great opportunity for the city to come together and visit with our neighbors and friends. Enjoy your morning. Not even raining now, just in time. Thank you.